diversity hiring is a bug that leads to more bugs. Case in point, DoorDash. I am a dasher now. Got laid off during the lockdowns. I was a contractor, and the unemployment gap has grown. So I'm doing DoorDash, among all the other things I do, including all of the lead code videos I do explaining algorithms. And I have about 200 solutions on leadcode.com. Only about 35 videos explaining the solutions. But with this DoorDash, why is it not working? Well, what's not working? Well, the schedule went in wrong. The schedule went in completely wrong, and it cannot be edited. So my schedule, put in for 2 hours, somehow it went into the system as 16 and a half hours, and I'm scheduled to dash from 7:30 a.m. today until 12 a.m. tomorrow, which is wrong. That's a mistake. DoorDash support acknowledged that that's not right, but they can't fix it. They just tell me, well, you can try restarting your device. That's nonsense technical support, like they copy and paste stuff into the chat. Right? They don't know. They have no idea why it's doing that. They're not the developers. But why do we have these serious? Can we see the bug? Who's in charge of development? Well, look, who's doing the iOS development at DoorDash for my iOS app? Laura Rodriguez, employee spotlight from DoorDash. They have a big article on their website. Laura Rodriguez was hired on the basis of, you guessed it, diversity. So Laura Rodriguez was hired not because she's eminently qualified or supremely talented. She was hired on her minority status. The end result is that we have software that has serious bugs, which has the effect of wasting my time. This is a bit frustrating to me because I would like to be making a little bit of money. I don't necessarily complain about having to do DoorDash. I find a challenge in getting up early and rushing people their junk food and showing them a shining example of what it means to be a fit, healthy American while I hand them their junk food, and maybe they'll think about it. I don't say anything, but maybe they'll think about, hey, we got the super fit guy rushing to bring me my food. Maybe I could work on my health a little bit instead of eating this junk food. I never say anything like that. I say, thank you for your order. Have a nice day, sir. Always very polite and professional. But I do keep it in mind that I am a good example of fitness. I am extremely, extremely fit. And I take pride in my health. But at the same time, wouldn't it be nice if we could actually have software that works? And what's the best way to do that? Shouldn't we be hiring people on the basis of their skill, attitude, qualifications? Something to think about. Laura Rodriguez. Another thing to think about, if we're going to hire people on the basis of diversity, and somebody happens to get hired on that reason, for that reason, because they happen to be female or black or whatever, does that in any way discount them in the eyes of observers? For example, if somebody got hired on the basis of their race, and I think, well, that person just got hired. They're not even any good. They just got hired because they're, Mexican American and she's a female or something. That's a little unfair for the person who got hired because now everybody's looking at them. Oh, that's why you got hired. Not because you're good, because you're that. That's unfair. It's unfair for everybody. Hire on the basis of skill, attitude, and competence. That's it. That'll solve a lot of problems in this country. It's a social problem. It's an error. When you have something to say, speak the truth.